channel. Before we get started, click that subscribe button. Turn notifications. Give me a huge thumbs up.
Hey, it's Mez, aka the Rookie Monster, coming at you live on tape. Today I'm in a bit of a reflective mood. I'm on my way to pick up my oldest daughter from her first day of high school. So I thought I'd tell you a quick story that I thought about while I go pick her up. So that probably seems like just the other day. Me and her mom were getting married, and then almost 10 months later, had our first baby. And she's done some funny things in her life. I remember when she went mutton busting. I don't know if you all know what mutton busting is. For those of you who don't, it's like during the middle of a rodeo, they'll have a little mini rodeo for the little kids called mutton busting, where they get out there and try to ride a mutton. I remember Kaylin's, it was like the mutton from hell. Everybody else was just walking around. And hers came out like a freaking shotgun had gone off. She held on. She did great. I remember her. She just started to learn how to play the guitar, and her teacher asked if she wanted So I was pretty impressed with. But this is a baseball channel, so I'm going to make this story baseball related. About 5 years ago, I think 5 or 6, I think it's about 5, I think it was 14. The Charlotte Knights were opening. They had a new stadium they were opening. And they were having a reunion for all the old, there's been minor league baseball in Charlotte probably since 1800s. And so they had a reunion for all the old players and their coaches and managers and their families to come back. And they had a little party, and the next day at the game, you get to see all the new stadium behind the scenes, and eat some really nice food, and check out a game, whatnot. The girls got to go out before the game and yell "play ball," so they really enjoyed doing that. They mostly enjoyed being able to see themselves on the Jumbotron out in center field. They talked about that for weeks. Did you see us on the Jumbotron, Dad? Yeah, I saw you. So that was really cool. But the night before the game, they had like a big get-together, sort of like, drinks and hors d'oeuvres. And I was in this rooftop bar of this condo that was right next to the stadium. They had, you took the elevator out, and when you came out, there was like, memorabilia everywhere, and everybody was just sort of walking around these little finger hors d'oeuvres and, whatever drinks you wanted. Right when you walked in, though, they had, there was a lady there greeting you, and they had these, name tag. You tell her yours, so you got a name tag, you'd write your name down, and they gave you the one with, had like a picture of your old, your family member who you were there representing, or who, you were related to, whatnot. So we were filling those out, and it was just me and at the time, I only had 3 daughters, and my youngest was like 2. So, I left her at home with the wife, and just me and the older 2 girls went up and, checked the game. My little daddy-daughter baseball action, and I think they were like 8 and 5 or so at the time, maybe 9 and 6, something like that. And so I had them with me, but I was talking to the lady who was checking us in and whatnot, and before I realized it, my oldest, Kaylin, she had just, learned how to sign her name, so she wanted to fill her own name tag out. She was new to the cursive business, I guess. All I teach you now is to sign your name in cursive. But anyways. But apparently, I guess there was a baseball memorabilia sitting at that table as well. That was from like 1969. One of the Charlotte teams, they had pitched a no-hitter, and the whole team had signed the ball, and You know, they had this memorabilia. But unbeknownst to me, I guess when a 8-year-older who's new to the signature business and is there at the sign-in table sees a baseball full of signatures, and she assumes that that's where you sign in. So before I realized what was going on, I looked down and she's sure enough signed that baseball to check in. So somewhere out there is a 1969 baseball signed by the entire Charlotte. I think it was the Charlotte Hornets back then. Maybe the Charlotte Twins. I don't know. I think it was Charlotte Hornets. Signed by the entire team after a no-hit game, and my daughter. So they're looking at her like, oh yeah, I remember this guy. Who the hell is Kaylin? What? Did they even have Sharpies back then? I don't know. So that's my reflective story. Thanks for listening to it. Have a great day.
Did you get a lot, Daddy?
No. Daddy's a loser.